In this video, we are going to talk about the logic app, but I would recommend you please visit the previous video to get the more understanding on the logic app. So on top of here, you will get one link for the previous video. Let us move. So in this video, what I'm going to explain. So we create the logic app, and in logic app we create the parallel branch, conditional branch, switch branch, and join branch. So this is the little bit a higher concept in the logic app. So again, I would recommend please visit the previous video to get the better understanding for this video. So what is the parallel branch? So suppose if you create one trigger point, and from this trigger point if you connect the two action, so how you will do that? And in this case it will execute this part also, this part also. So for the both case we have the one HTTP response. Second, I will create the conditional branch. So depend upon the request, I will check the condition, and then if it is the true, I will execute this. If it is a false, execute this, and according to true and false, I will have the different HTTP response. And third is the switch branch. So if you have the more than one and two conditions, and then we can go for the switch branch. So let us move the demo part. So what I will do, as you see, we have to create the queue and the tables. So for that we have to create the storage account, and for more knowing about the storage account, I would recommend please visit my previous video. Its link is coming here. On top of that you can click and go for the storage account video. So first come on the storage account. If you're not getting the storage account here in your case, go to all the services and type storage account. It will come here. So create the first storage account, create here, select the resource group. I have created one resource group YouTube, and make the YouTube demo storage account, YouTube demo storage account, review and create. And you have to create the one queue and one table, right? Yes, it is done here. So come in the table here and create the table. I will create the table name table underscore one. It will not take table hyphen one. Okay, so table first. Table created. Come to the queue. I will create one queue. Queue first. Okay. If both has been done, then come on the different tab and go for the logic app. So all the services, logic app, create the new logic app. You have to use the consumption because we are going for the serverless designing. Take the same resource group. So if we give you demo, that's it. So this is the page by which you can create the logic app. Click on the review and create. Now hit the create button. Wait, it will create the logic app. Done. So come here. As I have already explained in detail in the previous video, so let us move to the blank logic app. So we have many template. We are not going to use the template, we are going to use the logic app. So as per this diagram, we have to make this, right? So how you will do that? So once you come the designer part, you have to pick the request. Click the request here. When a request arrived, and this is the post, right? So how to make the post? Come here, click the method, Now method is appear here and choose the post, right? Now through the post in body, I want to send some message. So for that you have to create the schema. But Azure has given very nice facility. With the help of the data, you can create the schema. So I copy here, click here, depend upon this data, they will create the schema. See, nice way. Now this part is done. Next step, you have to choose the you have to first create the, as per diagram, this table storage and the Azure cube, right? So take the first table storage. So take the table storage. So what I have to do, write Azure table storage. It appear here. Now what I have to do, I have to put the insert entity, right? Click here. Now they are asking the connection name. So you can give any connection name. And this is our the storage account name, YouTube demo essay, right? So click here. It will create the internal one API by which this logic app would be communicated the table. So now see, and in our table name is here, table first, right? Partition key, this is the non-schema, non-SQL. So non-schema, so that's why it's and this is the Azure tables. You need the partition key and the row key. How I can get? So come here, GUID, click here and then click OK. And for the row key, the same thing. Go the expression, GUID, click here on the row and OK. Now we got it. Now the entity. So what I have to do? This one, comma, name is there, right? Then we have the message. Then we have the subject. Then we have the country, right? Now go to the name here and from here you select the name, message, select the message here, subject, and on the country. This part is done. Meanwhile you can save it. Now click here and seeing the parallel branch. So now this one is done and this part we have to do the queue, right? So type here Azure cube storage. Got it. And you have to put the message in the queue. Now put the connection name. You can give any connection name and use this, the storage account, YouTube essay what we have created. Then you have to choose the cube name. So our cube name is the cube first, right? You verify, you can go, this is the cube first. Then the message, what message you want to give. So yeah, the same message. If I want to give name, then and your message is this one, you are from country, this one. That's it I want to see. Save it. Now next step, I want to join. Either you want to join, or if you want to individual, you can take the individual also. So here I want to take the individual, better you can take the join here, right? So it will be for the both, it will be the easy. So the one response, right? So take the response, That is called the join actually response. And data have been successfully saved in table and queue for name. Just for name you can type and take the name only. That's it. Now let me execute this one. How you will do that? Come here. This is the URL and this is the way I'm going to post. So you need the postman kind of thing. So do the post and give the path, and you have to come the header and you have to give the content type and the application type. If it is not there, you have to add. Come to the body and raw, and this is the data. So I just copy paste from here. This is my data. So now just hit the send button. It should go to the both table. Hi, data has been successfully saved in table and queue. So it is go and check. This is the storage account. How we watch, see the data, you have to go the preview. In preview, go to the first table, see the data come in table or not. Table first, and see data appear here, right? US, please solve this ticket, Binod, right? Now come to the queue, and queue data is also came here, right? This is done. Now go for the condition. What I will do, depend upon the country, I will create, it will go either the table or the Azure, not the both, right? Put some conditions. So what we will do, come here, go to the designer part. We are in the designer, right? So what I will do, I will put the condition here, right? So what you have to do, come here, add action and give the control. So this is the control and this is the condition, and depend upon the country I will put some condition. So if the country is US, then it will go the true part, otherwise it will go the false part. So here country, so country came and choose the value. If this is a US, then true part. So what I will do in true part? True part is this one, right? So let it be the delete here and create the and this also not required, so delete it. So for the true part, what I want to do, it should go to the table. So put the Azure table storage. And what we have to do, we have to choose the insert or manage, table name, table first. We will use the expression GUID. Click here, then click on OK. Row again, we will use the expression. Click first here, then OK. And the JSON. So what I will do, put the JSON as I have already shown. Message. Come here on your name and choose the name, message, subject, the country. So this part is done. Take the first part, it should go to the Azure queue, put the message, cube name, first cube, and message name, subject, country. Okay, and that's it, and response is already there. So now save it. What happen if you country is US, it will go the table, otherwise it will go to the message queue, right? So first clean everything here. So clear the cube. Okay, and come to the table. So both are clear now, right? So now do and run this. How you will run? So come here, take the path. So this time the same thing is there. If this is the US, it should go only the table, not the queue, right? Hit this. And now check here in the table first, or the first go the queue. Queue should be empty. Yeah, no data. Come to the table. Table should have the one record, right? Because the country is US. If it's US, it will go the table, otherwise it will go the queue. So we have done this successfully, right? So now come this part, switch part, depend many condition. So what I will do, I will create the table 2 also, right? So come to the table, table first, table second, and create the table third also. C table, right? Now come here, everything is okay. Now instead of this, I want to let it be, copy this part so it might be useful. So I don't want this one, delete this part. Okay, come here, action, choose the control, and this time we will choose the switch, this switch. Which value you want? Again, I want to on the country, right? Country. Now the case first. So if this is the US, then go to the Azure table storage, and you should go the table first. So if it is the US, go to the table first. Insert and merge table first. It will show all the table names. So it US table first. Partition key, again what you have to write, UID, click here, then again expression, UID, click here, first click here, then click here. Entirety, I want to use the same thing, copy paste work. Okay, so US we go to table first, that's it, right? Now the case 1, so case 1 is done. Now add the case 2. So if it is the India, it should go to the table, it should go to the table 2, create and merge, choose the table, it should go to the table second. Again take this GUID, okay, click here, click here, and the entry is the same entry. Now the case 3, if this is the Japan action item, take the same table storage, insert, and the table name is the table third. And again come here, take the GUID, row key, again come the expression, and that this one the same thing, right? In the default case it should go to the queue. So this is the queue, the default case if country name does not match. Asking the which queue, we have only one queue, and here name should be there, and the country should be there, only this much. So again let me explain. The trigger is the HTTP request, and switch based upon the country. Case 1, if this is the US, it go the table first. If this is India, table second. If this is Japan, table third. If this is default, then queue, right? Now save it and let it be clear everything. Go to the table. Only the first table record we will have. So delete record. Then come to the queue and with the key of the queue. Okay, refresh it. Now come to the same URL, same data, and this is the US, right? So it should go on with the table first. Yeah, so come to the table first. This should appear because the country is US. Second will not come, second would be empty, and still queue is also empty, right? Now the same information, give the India and enter. Now see the table first, only one record for the US, didn't come here, it should come the second. Now see country India, it came. Third is empty, no record there, and the queue is also not record there. Now make it the Japan. Now check third table we have Japan, still first and second is only one record, right? And go to the queue is empty. Now take the France, it will not match and it will go to the queue. So first table it will not come, second table it will not come, third table it will not come, it will go the queue. Wow, right? See the France. And all the activity as I have explained you can see here how the queue is passing there. So if you go the overview, and if you see the run history, everything is going there. That's what for this video, and I hope you have learned something new. Please don't forget to subscribe this video. A lot of effort is going behind that to create the videos, and I would recommend please visit all the logic app videos for the more better understanding. Thank you very much.